Hey, and welcome back, and this is my first real recording, I guess, for 3 Minutes with Rylan. I'm going to try to do this right this time. I've done a couple of takes. It hasn't gone well, so I'm going to change my editing standards. Short version. I love the conversations here. Tonight, during the reception and just getting to know people, meet and greet, whatnot, had a conversation with someone about how leadership and management, really management, is very different from innovation. Like, we reward managers for consistency, success, doing things right, making sure things are on track all the time, steadiness. Not necessarily that things don't change at all, but they don't change in unpredictable ways. Whereas when we're dealing with agile transformation, which is like the bread and butter for a lot of the people I've been talking to here, we're having to do things in the innovation space. We're having to discover new ways of working together. We're having to discover new ways to drive collaboration, new ways for product owners and product managers and developers especially to think about the agility we do. And innovation and management thinking are not exactly in alignment with each other. Because, like I said, management is consistency, reliability, repeatability. Innovation is all about doing something new, making a change, creating a difference. Those things don't line up with each other. There's more risk in innovation. You're gonna fail. In management, we don't like to fail. When you're doing a management thinking, you don't like failing. Innovation, you are going to fail. If you're not failing, you're not trying hard enough. You're not trying risky enough revolutionary things if you're not failing sometimes. If everything you're doing in innovation succeeds, you're giving into fear way too much. You gotta try some stuff that fails, or you're not doing enough. So that was one interesting thing to think about, because who do we work with agile transformation work? We do a lot of that with people who are paid for change to be minimal or predictable or perfect. So we have to embrace the idea that those people could be challenged by this, and how do we help them get over that hurdle? And then we thought about a couple of things where companies and employees, and especially in agile, just need to be a little more aware of what they're doing sometimes. Like, one of the things somebody had said is, especially apropos of return to office work in a lot of places, someone had said that a team in their building was being asked to drive into work all the time. But the team members in this case were all part of a remote team anyway. So this handful of people at this office were being told they had to come back into the office, where the other half of their team was all remote in other places. So they were driving into the office to be on Zoom. That didn't make sense to anybody, but they were still being told they had to do it. That feels like a piece of avoidable self-inflicted stupidity, right? I mean, that just doesn't make any sense. So there's that. And then the last thing is, and then I'm going to get close to my 3 minute, I'm going to go over my 3 minute warning, I guess. So 3 minutes, but not 4 minutes with Rylan. How about that? This was also really cool. I love it when I hear this, because it validates how I like to see things, and that's a bias, I guess, but I really do love that I heard this from somebody tonight. They were saying how they're starting off with another person who's got a new position as an agile transformation leader at a company, and they've been there a few weeks, and I said, oh wow, we talked about what it was, and I said, yeah, I've got a certain amount of mission from the leadership there. And I said, great, do you have an idea of what you're gonna do? She's like, no, not yet. I've only been there a few weeks, I'm observing. I gotta find out why they're doing what they're doing. What about it is highly adaptive? What about it is, best practice and best thinking, but it might not fit? And in any event, because I'm putting some words in that person's mouth, to be honest, at that point, the thing they definitely did say is, I'm going to observe for a while. Which I think is absolutely wonderful, because we don't want to walk into any AT like we think we know everything. That's just a mistake. So that's it. Next 3 minutes with Rylan come up tomorrow. Have a good one.